Hello! I had a friend that wanted me to show them how I finger crochet, which I've heard some people refer to as finger knitting. I've done this since I was a little girl. It's actually very simple. And the more you mess with it, the more patterns you can do. I'm just going to show a very simple stitch right now. A lot of people do slip stitch. I'm not very coordinated, which is why I don't use the needles. So I tend to knot my first stitch around my finger, like so. Just knot it, and then a little double knot so it doesn't slip on me. You can use a slip stitch, and I have before, but for the purpose of this, I'm just going to keep it really simple. You have your first stitch, and you simply, make sure I'm in the camera frame there, grab your first stitch, take your finger, and I push down here, pull the first stitch through. That's probably the most difficult stitch. Not really difficult, but after that it's just hold your stitch like so, wrap it around your finger, pull through the loop, grab, and go. And I can do this with my eyes closed at this point. You can make smaller stitches. You can make larger stitches. It just depends on how tightly you pull everything. I know the lighting's kind of bad. This is not the best webcam. I'm only going to make a few here, just enough to show when I start making a second row. Pull a little more yarn there. I tried to use a thicker yarn so this would show up well, but as you can see, you can start getting going pretty quickly here. Now I have a chain, and what I do is I skip the first bit there, because obviously, just like in regular crochet, you don't count that stitch, and you move to the next, and you merely slip the loop under, grab your yarn, just like yarning over, pull it through, and then you just continue on the next few stitches, and I'll show you what that looks like. Again, you can see it moves fairly quickly. Again, just like regular crochet, make sure you're not twisting your chain. Pull a little more yarn here. Try not to get it too loose because the cat will come attack it. And I slipped that. There we go. My fingers are a little cold. You'll have to excuse me, my daughter gave me her cold. So I'm sure my voice sounds nice and stuffy. Okay. Almost to the end of the row here. I'm being careful because these last few stitches are where it seems to want to turn the very most. And I think I may have just then. I sure did. There we go. That's what I get for trying to do it on video. Okay, there we go. I made it a little shorter than I typically do. I was not paying attention. The last stitch. And as you can see, there are 2 rows. Should we turn it here? Did it let me? There we go. And hopefully I can edit this to speed it up, but I will do another row here. I'm not real familiar with YouTube's editing options just yet. I haven't been making videos for a while. Things have been a little busy around here. Working on my rugs and blankets, other silly things. There's the third row. And I could go on and on and on with this, but within pretty short order, you can put together something more like what I'm working on currently, or something I've been working on. And as you can see, you can do some pattern stitches. It just takes a little bit of playing around with it to make your fingers work like the needles. I've always had troubles with the needles since I was little. I don't have as much dexterity as I would like, and my mother sort of told me that I couldn't crochet without the needles, and I proved her wrong. So I hope you found this interesting, and if you come up short of crochet needles, you can still crochet. Have a good day.